hand is going to go on your liver, your gallbladder, and a corner of the large intestine. Your left hand goes on your spleen, pancreas, stomach, and corner of the large intestine. So your large intestine covers some space. So just a little massage, and always nice way to start with a inner smile and thank you. And then your right hand is up at your breastbone. Your left hand is at your navel. And the upper hand is covering a little bit of your heart, your thymus, and your lungs. And they're constantly working. And down here is your dantian, your center. I'm reading Karen's chat. So again, just massage these two places. Your dantian, you've heard me refer to it, is the center of the body. It's your second brain. It could be your first brain in a lot of ways if we would pay attention to it. Never forget, of course, the kidneys on your lower back, the home of the Jing. So again, just bring your attention there. If you want to place your hands there, inner smile and thank you. Life energy. And then bringing your hands back to your dantian, resting on your energy field. And we will go into our stretches. So the stretches are almost like a liver cleanse. That's what a Qigong teacher told me. So that makes me happy because I don't like fasting. So I can do this and call it my liver cleanse. Your posture, again, very important in these series of exercises. Your knees should be real soft and find a comfortable stance. And it also has to do with your spine a lot. So I want you to watch what I do first before you do it, because everyone has issues with backs, it seems, by the time you get to a certain age. So you need to decide what you can do and what you shouldn't do. So the first one is just a spinal wake up. It's like the tree wakes up. And you're going to take an inhale and bend back, and you can go as far as you feel like, bending back. Inhale, exhale, come forward in it's kind of a cat-cow if any of you take yoga. Just crouching back down to your dantian, opening and closing. So big inhale, just bring breath into the spine, into all those organs that we recognize. And it's also just kind of like bending in the wind. Inhaling, big inhale. And then the exhale is just allowing everything to fold up. It's kind of the fight between winter and spring. Oh, I'd rather be open. Well, maybe not today. And once more. And folding in. That's the tree awakens. The next one is swaying like an old tree. And yeah.
Excuse me, please, for interrupting. The sound is so in and out. I'm wondering if everybody could mute, and maybe that would help. I'm not sure why, but I'm missing so much of what you're saying. And it could.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, could be this end for sure.
Thanks, Lenny. And just so everybody knows, Lisa has been having trouble with her own internet. So if we all mute, it will be helpful. Good suggestion, Lenny. But if it gets spotty, we will. I was thinking I might talk to Lisa about this afterwards and try to record it outside. I'll come down there with my computer again, Lisa, so that we could get a full thing, because I also didn't record right from the beginning. But thanks, Lenny. We'll do what we can with the connection we have.
Can you hear me now? If you can't hear me, put your hand up and then I can. Okay. So the next one is swaying like an old tree. So the first one was bending the spine, opening that way. This way, we're going to be doing a lateral bend. So you're going to hang to the right. Just let it, really hang your limbs to the right. And as you bring yourself back up to center, you bring yourself up from the dantian, from the center of your body, so that you get a stretch on the side, a lateral stretch, again to the left. It's a simple move, but you want to make sure you come up slowly enough that you're getting a good stretch from here, and also kind of stacking the spine. Swaying like an old tree. A big weight. And keep your knees soft. And don't forget the golden roots. And let the arm come down so you can feel the stretch. And inhale as you come up. And exhale as you drop down. We'll do one more on each side. So really exhale and drop. Inhaling as you lift up and center yourself. And again, exhale and lift up. And come back to center. The next one is the sap rising. And you want your feet shoulder width apart. And you're going to be turning to the left. And you're just going to have your hands pulling up on the side of your leg, like you're helping the sap come all the way up. And then it makes a little, it's up to the crown of the tree, the crown of your head, and then opens up and comes down. Let me just, I don't know how to adjust very well. So basically, lifting up, you're just pulling up that sap up through the liver meridian, all the way up to the crown, and then coming back down. So to the other side again, lifting up, pulling up. Maybe I should, that's a better word. Making the crown, making the pause, and releasing. One more to the right side. And exhale. To the other side. Just feel that flow of it coming up and pausing and releasing. This is opening up the meridian. It's also a good stretch. And a couple more times. Pulling, inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, lifting up. And releasing. So that's sap rising. The next one is the branches of the tree. We are the branches. And so the arms stretch out. If your arms get tired, just take care of yourself. There's a lot of arm motion and stretching in this. This is what we're doing. So it's just opening on the inhale. Relax your hands. Exhaling, coming back to the heart. So we start this way, opening, and focus on the tips of your fingers. Remember, those are the buds. Send your energy all the way to the buds. And using your legs and your feet, you can be pumping up that sap, the energy, opening and closing. One more time, just focus on the buds, the tips, sending all that energy all through the arms and coming back. And this time we're going to push out. Push out, come back to the heart and open. So imagine that is the way it is when it gets to be a little more springtime. The buds really they do in one day, they open, they push out. It doesn't happen that easily. And feel your feet going from maybe the ball of your foot as you push out and the heel of your foot as you bring back. So you get that whole body feeling, kind of a constant little rocking with the soles of your feet. And just feel the flow. And again, the buds. There's a lot to a tree. The buds, the branches, the roots, the heart, the core of the tree. And opening and then coming back to center. The next one is a little more complicated because that's what spring is about. The moves get more complicated. So I'm going to bring my palms up and look at them. And I'm going to have my left palm out and stretch, and I'm going to turn the other way. I'm going to turn to the right. And then coming back, and we'll do it again, the same direction. So your left palm is going to turn and push out, and my head turns to the right. So do you feel the stretch? It's kind of a nice stretch. It's not one of my favorite moves, but it really is a helpful one. Again, left palm out, turn to the right. I made this into the east wind, west wind. So one more time to the east. And then bringing everything back. And then we're going to change to the west. So palms facing on the right side. Right palm out. Turn to the left. Push out. Pushing limitations is what it's called, actually. And don't forget to maybe add that little pump. Don't leave your legs out of the stretch. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhaling, turn, and exhaling. And coming back to center. The next one is called shedding your bark. And this one is, you're going to have your arms like this, palms up. So if your left arm is out in front of you, the right arm comes around, touches the shoulder, and sheds the bark all the way to the fingers and turns. So in this stretch, you're going to need soft knees, really soft knees. You're going to be turning from the dantian, but your knees have got to help you by being soft. So this is shedding the bark. And trees do that. It allows for new growth. And that's what spring's about, is new beginnings. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And if you can't stretch that far out, it doesn't really matter. The idea is that you're running your hands down your arms, following a meridian to your fingers, and opening up. It's a very open stretch. And I kind of like it once you forget about it and you can get into the flow of it. So we'll do one more to this side and to the next. And then just shake out your arms. It's a lot of arm stretching. This next one is called Blowing in the Wind, and it's kind of fun and not to worry about what it looks like, because trees don't worry when they blow in the wind. And I'm going to try to your hand, you hinge at the hips a little, bend a little, not much. Palms come around like this, if you can see me, and then they just go up like that. And I can't tell you how they go up like that. You have to figure it out yourself. And your arms kind of can only, go in so many directions. So you just start with palms scooping in and out and up and around. That's all I can tell you. And you can be any tree you want blowing in the wind, and your blowing can look like any tree. It'll be your tree. Palms going around, up. This is kind of the fun one. Blowing in the wind. I could do it from top to bottom, but I oftentimes don't really get that. I'm better from down here and up. But it's a graceful dance move, and that's what spring is about. It's flowing moves. It's opening and spiraling and expanding and looking in all directions. And one more time. It's kind of, this is the spiraling and the letting go of self-absorption, which winter, and of course, on top of that, the pandemic and our isolation certainly brings on. So this is like letting loose. Who cares? This is just fun. It's like flying a kite. So the next one is shake like a tree. And that's easy enough. We blew like the wind. Now we're going to shake like the tree. Arms out and palms down. You can just shake your whole body. Palms facing, just loosening up. Palms up. Palms overhead, arms overhead. Just shake. And come down and store that energy in the dantian. So the next one is soaking in the rain, but I think it should be soaking in the sun. Feet comfortably apart, shoulder width apart, knees soft, and it's one you've done with different descriptions. It's just bringing the energy into all the little crevices of your body. It's a cleansing. And lifting. This move is known in many, it's known as bone marrow cleansing in the more technical term. But what it is just allowing the energy to be absorbed. A calming move. And also a way to store the energy, which of course is stored in your dantian, the elixir field. And then we add a little dimension by softening the knees and just turning to the left, doing it in all directions. We'll just do it to the left and right. Just turning a little and coming back to center. That's the other thing, of course, coming out from the winter. We've been inside and now we can start moving outside, looking in all directions, 360. And back to center. And the last move in the tree theme is sapling emerging. So your feet are a little closer together, but in a good solid stance. And just moving from the front of your feet, the ball of your feet to your heel. So the sapling is just emerging up through the leaf litter and now the snow, and how strong they are. And think of your spine as that little sapling. Nothing can hold them back this time of year. This is their moment. So they thrust upward and they take what happens. They take the snow, they take the winds. Nothing's going to deter them. Just moving a little. And remembering that the soles of your feet, of course, are the golden roots, and they're bringing up all that yin energy from the earth. Uh-oh. And just coming back to center. Can everybody hear me? Yes? Okay, I got a notice that said my internet was unstable, so. I thought we could go through the 5-element Tai Chi form up to the wood. We did fire and water already. So do you think we can just follow it? I'm not going to really teach it, but just follow me and we'll do it maybe once or twice. Okay. So you remember the beginning of this 5 moving forces, the form that Karen and I do. And it starts with just that big circle and goes into embrace tiger, which is you, tiger energy, and return to mountain. That's the beginning. Then we go out like a tree, our branches, and we bring them in and we connect with our spirit and our heart, and we open up. And then we connect to the heavens above, the yang energy above, and the yin energy below, and we mix those two together, and we bring them into the dantian. And the dantian opens up and lets the fire go up, and the water comes all the way down. And it goes all the way down to our golden roots. And the sap comes up, we push out, and we are the tree of life. And this is when I guess we can just walk in a circle. We look around and we see everything that is around us. And we come back to the center. And we embrace tiger and return to mountain. So that's the fire, water, wood. 3 elements out of the 5 of the form. So should we do it one more time? I can't, should we?
Yes, let's do it again.
Say
That
it.
would be great.
Thanks. All right, let's just do that unlimited circle, the unlimited possibilities, and embrace tiger. And then touch down on the mountaintop. We're here at this moment, nowhere else. And we open up and bring in all that tree energy and we connect it to ourselves. Opening, connecting to the yang of heaven, the yin of earth, and bringing those 2 polarities together inside of us. And we step out as the fire, and the water has to return. I mean, you can't have one without the other. And where does the water go? It goes to our roots, and we lift up as the tree, pushing out, lifting up, and we can see everything. We have expanded, new growth. We've shed our old skin. We are in springtime. So that's the 5, or the 3, I should say, of the 5 moving forces. So I have a time to sit quietly and for you to do nothing, and a short meditation on the eyes, because the eyes are the outward expression of the liver. Every organ has an outward expression, and the eyes and liver go together. So this is the eyes as ponds. Imagine the eyes as ponds of fresh, clear spring water. See the waters welling up from below through the optic nerve, slowly replenishing the pond in the cavity of the eye with the clearest, purest water. See the eyelids as lily pads, floating on the pond, moving slowly and with ease, propelled by a warm spring breeze. See the eyelids as lily pads, floating on the pond, moving slowly and with ease, propelled by a warm spring breeze. So I have lastly a poem by Mary Oliver, who I'm sure you all are aware of. No. And it's called Rhapsody. And it goes like this. Bless the fingers, for they are as darting as fire. Bless the little hairs of the body, for they are softer than grass. Bless the hips, for they are cunning beyond all other machinery. Bless the mouth, for it is the describer. Bless the tongue, for it is the maker of words. Bless the eyes, for they are the gifts of the angels, for they tell the truth. Bless the shoulders, for they are a strength and a shelter. Bless the thumb, for when working, it has a godly grip. Bless the feet, for their knuckles and their modesty. And bless the spine, for it is the whole story. And to end with the Gaelic blessing, because tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and even though my name is Schlingerman, I am quite a bit Irish, actually. So we always celebrate St. Paddy's Day. And I think I did this last month. May the blessed sun shine upon us and warm our hearts till they glow like a great fire, so that strangers may come and warm themselves at this flame. Thank you. I made it.
Thank you, Lisa. The internet made it. You made it. That was beautiful. And I'm so grateful that you risked it despite your technology frustrations.
Yeah, me too. I think things are okay here. Yeah, thank you for putting up with it all too.
Well, it is our gratitude. And I